Hey guys, welcome back for day 2 of racing at Caymanas Park for Sunday, July 13, 2025. We have a 9-race card. Let's just get right into it. The first race, native bred 5-year-old and up, non-race of 3, and imported 5-year-olds and up, non-race of 2. A field of 8, they go 5.5 furlongs. I'm going to boil it down to 4. They're going to be the 2, Princess Ifya, the 5, Money Box, the 7, Charming Sound, and the 8, Sky Rizzy. Okay, Princess Ifya, Demar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Errol Burke. Disappointing run last time out, but that was against a rejuvenated Zulu Warrior who won by 14 lengths. Princess Ifya was the horse, pressing the pace early before fading out of it. Before that, though, at 6 furlongs, finished a creditable second by 4 3/4 lengths to Kismet. And Kismet is running good races of late. So this Princess Ifya with good early speed, if allowed to set off in front, could prove a very elusive target in the stretch. The 5, Money Box, finally came good on last, winning by 3 lengths, stepping up in class here. But Radish Roman sticks to the ride here for Arnold Rambali Jr. So that's a plus for this Money Box, although coming up in class. So even though stepping up in class, he does so fit and ready once again, giving Money Box a chance to put in another good run. The 7, Charming Sound, Wesley Henry for Tensan Chung. I bet this horse last time out at 7 furlongs, went too early for her own good, finishing third by 13 lengths. But this time around, cut back to 5.5 furlongs. If the front runners cook themselves early and she's rated off the fractions, I'm expecting a much better run from this Charming Sound, although up 10 pounds in the scales. And the 8, Sky Rizzy, Eric Horton claiming 4 kilos for Donovan Plummer. Second last time out after trying to make all the running, beaten by I'm Interested in that same race where Toots finished third. We'll have company once again on the headline, because this race is going to be very pacey and it's a quick dash. It's only 5.5 furlongs. But if Sky Rizzy is allowed to dictate terms, possibly the horse they would all have to beat. But for me, I think I'm leading with Princess Ifya. She's going to be on the inside and probably comes out of those gates fast. And if she gets to that lead, she'll be able to save ground around the turn and fight them off in the stretch. The second race is the PWs Choice Trophy. If memory serves me right, PW's Choice won the Super Stakes in 2 minutes 2 and 3, which I think was possibly the track record, but was disqualified, so that didn't stand, and the race was awarded to my friend Rich. That was in 1997. Yeah, so this is for native bred 3-year-old fillies, non-winners of 2, 6 starters, going 5.5 furlongs. Small field, but the 3 main contenders in this race, I think, is going to be the 2 Riley J, the 5 Native Flyer, and the 6 Margarita. Okay, Riley J, Wesley Henry riding here for Lon Curlew. Last time it was 5th by 8 lengths to Woman in Love. And that was when Woman in Love stepping up in class. Enthusiasm ran on for second. Enthusiasm ran another second after this race. So that's saying very highly for this Riley J, who does come out of the gate slowly on time. So if Wesley Henry can get this Riley J out without being too far behind, I think this Riley J has a good shot of getting it right. And I think that's the horse I might pick in this race, Riley J. The 5, Native Flyer, Andrew Wright riding for Stephen Todd. Broken maiden at 5 furlongs straight at a big price, 26-1, beating Enthusiastic and Prima Suprema. Next start, 6.5 furlongs. Finished 4th by 7 and stepped in this class, but was prominent, was chasing Woman in Love in that same race with Enthusiasm. So this Native Flyer getting better with each start, busy at the exercise, expecting this horse to be closing fast in the stretch. And the horse they're going to have to catch is going to be Margarita, Radish Roman riding for Gary Sobrati. Finally broke her maiden on the 24th of May, going 5 furlongs round. Beating normal horses, Laredo, Good Conscience. Then stepped up in class and ran up into Classic Danka, who made all the running to beat Margarita by 6 lengths. But wasn't disgraced, had Prince Kazir behind in that one. Gets Radish Roman to ride now, working well at the exercise, and that's the horse I think they're going to have to catch. But I kind of like Riley J. If Riley J breaks clean, I think Riley J could win. The third race, native bred 5-year-olds and up, non-winners of 4, imported 5-year-olds and up, non-winners of 3. 7 horses, they go 6 furlongs, going to boil it down to 3. It's going to be the 1, Here Comes Doc, the 4, Man Islam, and the 6, Aria's Rain. Okay, Here Comes Doc, ran a good race on last, going 7 furlongs. very early, prominent. Looked like he had a chance at the furlong pole, but was outkicked by Strike Smart and Manny Slam. Only lost by a length there. Coming back down to 6 furlongs now and showing that early dash last time out. Expecting another big run here from this Here Come Duck. Definitely can pull this one off. The 4 Manny Slam had a bad start last time out and had to run on late. Only lost by a nose. Has more weight in his back now. It's up 10 pounds in the scale, but does have Radish Roman for Patrick Lynch. And this Manny Slam from a clean start at this trip should once again try to fight it out. But the horse they're going to have to catch is going to be the 6 Arias Rain. Was trying to steal it last time out. 5 lengths clear at the top of the lane, but was caught near the finish. To finish third by 5 lengths to Wayne's Princess and Kismet. Emilia McLean once again has the ride, claim 4 kilos for Stephen Todd. My opinion, the fastest horse in the race and the horse they're going to have to catch. A dangerous horse I want you guys to keep an eye on in this race is Gary Griffith's other horse. This horse is the 3 Ella Fortunada. Jaheim Anderson claiming 4 kilos here. This horse hasn't shown any real form in a long time, but I remember when this horse made his debut when trained by Anthony Nunes. This horse won on debut in a cup race. Has gone downhill since, but if this horse just remembers how to run, and I think the trainer has something planned for this horse, and it wouldn't surprise me if this Ella Fortunada turns up. So keep an eye on that one. The 4th race, 3 years and up, claiming 1 million to 800,000. 7 starters, they go 5 furlongs straight. To be honest, I think this is just a 2-horse race. I think this is between the 1 KP Choice and the 7 Emperor the Cat. KP Choice, now trained by Jason DaCosta, Robert Halladine riding, comes in with a top weight of 126 pounds, although was scratch lamed when supposed to run on the 21st of June. But Robert Halladine has a ride. Busy at the exercise. So this KP Choice looks sound, looks ready, loves this distance. Last time over it at this level, won in 59 flat, beating Rejected Raja and Generational. So this KP Choice, once coming to the wicket in tip-top shape, should definitely fight it out, even though breaking from the 1 draw. But this is a small field, so the gates will be in the center of the track. And the 7, that is Emperor the Cat, comes in with 124 pounds. Radish Roman has the ride here for Oral Hayden. Looking for a hat-trick of wins, this Emperor the Cat rejuvenated, went around the bend last time out and came flying, although wide, but still managed to catch Generation and Sugar Daddy. Before that, over the straight, was an easy 3-length winner in 59-1, beating Jaguar, who is present. And I think these are the 2 that will fight it out. Trifecta spot, I'd probably put that to the next speed horse, Jaguar, if he doesn't get too involved early. Might stick around for that trifecta, although his recent conqueror, T. Brady, is present. But I think it's a 2-horse race. The 5th race, the John Clifton Wright Memorial Cup. Native bred 3-year-old maidens, 9 starters, going 6 furlongs. Going to boil this race down to 4. They're going to be the 2 Skill at Arms, the 3 Legal Fight, the 4 Secret Sensation, and the 9 Alchemy of Souls. Okay, the 2 Skill at Arms. Demar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Captain Marlon Brown. 2 starts to date, but last time out showed some pace, going 6.5 furlongs when beaten by Starcrest, making all the running. Secret Sensation was second that day, but now gets first time lay 6. And expecting a much better run from this Skill at Arms. The 3 Legal Fight. This was my dark horse to watch last time out. Comes in at 126 pounds here. Change a rider. Richard Henry now gets the ride, claiming 3 kilos for Patrick Lynch. Last time out, Weir, the jockey, had him wide the entirety of that 5 furlong round contest. Was 7 wide going into the turn, straightened up very wide and was staying on strong. To only be beaten 2 lengths at the finish to Duchess. Now the figure 8 is on and gets lay 6 for the first time. I think this Legal Fight is the horse they're going to have to beat. That's in my opinion. The 4 Secret Sensation, 126 pounds, but Hakeem Grant will claim 4 kilos off of that for Carl Anderson. Good run, last 2 starts, 2 seconds, was second by half a length over the 5 straight to Midnight Runner, and then last time out at 6.5 furlongs in that same race with Starcrest was second, staying on late. So getting his act together, the distance seems about okay, and as long as it doesn't get left too far behind, this Secret Sensation should be staying on late in the event. And the 9, the horse I think might be the biggest danger to the horse I like, is Alchemy of Soul, 126 pounds. Ray and Lewis riding here for Jason DaCosta. Highly fancied as the favorite last time out, going 9 furlongs and 25 yards, but ran up into Uncle Baba, who was not messing around. Before that, at 7.5 furlongs, ran on to finish second by 2 lengths to Cop Car. So definitely capable. I think 6 furlongs is more to the liking of this Alchemy of Soul, and if it doesn't get left behind too far off the pace, definitely will be coming home the best in the stretch and should fight it out. But as I said, I think Legal Fight is the horse they're going to have to beat. The 6th race, native bred 4-year-olds and up, non-runners of 2, and imported 4-year-olds and up maiden. Big field of 13. They go 4 furlongs straight. This race has the settings to be a race that anybody can win. It's a non-runners of 2 race for 4-year-olds. So I'm going to boil this race down to 4. It's going to be the 4, Chinita Estrella, the 10, Radam, the 12, Aplomb, and the 13, Dream to Reality. Okay, Chinita Estrella. Disappointed last time out when going 5.5 furlongs, finished 7 by 22 lengths behind Cherry Blossom. Carries 116 pounds. Andrew Wright right for Stephen Todd. Capable of much better. Does love the straight course. Back on the 4th of May over the straight, going 5 furlongs. Finished 3rd by 8 lengths to Princess Catalea and Buttercup. Last time over the 4 furlong straight was back in April when finishing 3rd by 7 lengths to Hail the Queen and Aplomb. So definitely capable over the straight course. Comes back really quick. So I think she's in good spirits and expecting a better run from this Chinita Estrella. The 10, that is Radam. Now Radam, interesting horse in this event. Radish Roman now takes the ride here for Anthony Nunes. This horse last win was over the 5 furlong straight back in December, beating Lady Sarasuta and Military Light. Stepped up in class, 4 furlong straight, finished 7 by 7 lengths to Irish Wish and Dream to Reality. Last time over the straight course was back in March, finishing 4th to Sonogram and Chinita Estrella. So this Radam is definitely capable, has been freshened up since April coming into this race. Very busy at the exercise. Last work come to this, 5 furlong straight, gallop 102, first 4 and 48. That work alone shows me that Radam does have a big shot in this event. And with Radish Roman in the saddle, 5-1 morning line, Radam looks like a worthwhile bet. The 12, Aplomb, Jaheim Anderson claiming 4 kilos for 10 San Chong. Good run last time out, trying to steal it, but caught and finished 3rd by 3 3/4 lengths to Design Diva and the Cherry Blossom. So well capable over the straight. Cherry Blossom went up in class to win. So this Aplomb comes in here with good credentials and coming in very light. This Aplomb definitely has a grand shot of pulling this off. And the 13, Dream to Reality. Useful horse. Ray and Lewis gets it right here for Sakleen Roman. Disappointing in his last few starts. The last time it was 9th by 22 lengths to Hail the Queen. Before that was 5th by 13 lengths after being prominent all the way to the furlong pole to Sonogram. Had a good second over the 4 furlong straight to Irish Wish. So after that run, I thought Dream to Reality would have probably left this class alone. But does seem to have issues. Has worked well coming to this. 5th of July, galloped out the gate, 5 furlong straight in 103 and 3. So this Dream to Reality looks like it's coming to run. Those are the 4 I'm going to boil it down to. A dark horse you could squeeze into the exotics is going to be the 5's Lord Caesar. Romario Spencer claiming 3 kilos here for Gary Griffiths. I think Gary Griffiths very dangerous on this card. This Lord Caesar made his debut on the 13th of January 2024 and won by 4 lengths, 5.5 furlongs, beating a fair after being slowly into stride. So this Lord Caesar, even though hasn't run in over a year, this well-bred horse out of Soul Warrior by Run All Day by Blue Pepsi Lodge, bred for a ton of speed. Hasn't been seen at the exercise, but must be swimming at the sea or in the pool for the trainer to carry him and put him in a race like this. And wouldn't surprise if this Lord Caesar just turns up. Keep an eye on that one. The 7th race, nature bred 4-year-old and up, maiden, field of 7, going 7 furlongs. So this is another dangerous kind of race, 4-year-old maidens. So I'm only going to boil it down to 3. They're going to be the 1, Valley of Love, the 3, Bobby Too Bad, and the 6, Sweet Burn. Okay, Valley of Love has been knocking at the door. Second in last 2 starts. Second by 2 lengths to Sprague last time out. So now gets the services of Radish Roman for Philip Elliott. Comes in, 121 pounds, so he's up 2 pounds, but very fit. Drawn 1, so she'll need a clean break and to track these leaders because she doesn't have much early speed. but does stay on well. So if they crumble in the stretch, this Valley of Love should be staying on strong. At the finish, the horse I like in the race, my dark horse of the day, the 3, Bobby Too Bad. Eric Horton claiming 4 kilos here for Robert French. This horse has only 2 starts. Made his debut on the 24th of August 2024, going 4 furlongs straight, did nothing, finished 12 by 11 lengths to Awesome Line and Blood Moon. Came back, made a seasonal debut here, the 15th of June 2025, so a long rest, 4 furlongs straight again. Mostly 10 by 12 lengths at the quarter pole, but finished 6 by 7 lengths to Lucky Papa. The interesting about this Bobby Too Bad to me is it caught my attention last time out. This is a massive horse in size, and he looks like his grandfather. He has this big head with this big blaze on his face, looking just like Miracle Man. Doesn't have the ability of Miracle Man, but he looks like Miracle Man. And that last run showed me that he will stay on, and he's built like a horse that will get a distance of ground. Claiming that 4 kilos off of the 120 pounds. They have put on the cheek pieces and gets first time Lasix, and he is busy at the exercise. If this pace sets up right, and this horse improves to how I think he can, because he does have the size and everything, I'm liking this Bobby Too Bad to upset all and sundry. And the horse I think they're going to have to beat, though, is going to be the 6, Sweet Burn. Sweet Burn, Nikata Carr, claiming 4 kilos here for Oral Hayden. Last time out, 4th by 9 lengths to Secret Mission. Valley of Love was 2nd in that race. Before that, at 7 furlongs, was 3rd at the quarter pole, but then faded to finish 4th by 6 lengths to Successful Man. Successful Man has gone up in class and run better races. Sweet Burn now, in this race, I think does have the tactical speed to hop to the front and slip off. So this is the horse I think they're going to have to catch and beat. Equipment change, the blinkers are off, and they've now put the visors back on. Question sign from there is that the last time this horse ran in the visors didn't run well, although that was against a field that he could not beat, My Sunshine. And they've also put on the tongue tie. So the tongue tie is back on. So that's a plus because it does run well in the tongue tie. So this Sweet Burn, yep, the horse I think you're going to have to catch. But as I said, the horse I like in the race, and I'm taking a gamble on, is a long shot, and it's going to be the 3, Bobby Too Bad. The 8th race, 3-year-old maiden race, 7 starters. They go 5 furlongs straight. The obvious horse in this race, looks like he should win, is going to be the 5, Bubbling Warrior. This horse was only 2 starts to date. On debut, 4 furlongs straight. Prominent, stayed on to finish 2nd by 2 lengths to Global Pursuit. Came back on the 7th of June, 5.5 furlongs. Pressed the pace. Faded to finish 3rd by 7 3/4 lengths, but that was against Woman in Love, who stepped up in class and won. Duchess was 2nd in that race, and Duchess came back to win. Richie Shakes claiming 3 kilos here for Christopher Pearson, and this Bubbling Warrior looks the obvious choice. But if there's any dangers, I think it will come from the 3, Papi Uso, the 4, Modern Monarch, and the 6, Miniola. The 3, Papi Uso, 2 good runs in the last 2 starts. On the 29th of June, in a maiden conditioned race, horse is not earned, finished 3rd by a length and 3/4 with 126 pounds to Midnight Runner. Step back up to regular maiden condition race, going 6.5 furlongs, and ran a good race, 3rd by 2.5 lengths to StarQuest. Had a bumping match with Secret Sensation, who was in front of him the previous race, and was a length behind that one. Romario Spencer claiming 3 kilos here for Anthony Nunes. This horse getting better with each run, possibly going to run another good race. The 4, the dark horse I kind of watching in this race is Modern Monarch. This is one of the better looking horses I see. A 3-year-old, very good looking 3-year-old, well bred, but just hasn't shown up anything real of real ability yet. Jaheim Anderson claiming 4 kilos here for Patrick Lynch. The only real life this horse has shown in a race was back in March, when prominent in the pace early before fading to finish 5th by 7 lengths to Brahma Bull and I'm Outstanding. Those are 2 very decent horses. He hasn't shown anything since. They have now taken off the tongue tie and put on the figure 8. Hasn't been seen at the exercise, so I think this horse is at sea. But what I can tell you, this is a good-looking horse, and when he's ready to run, I think we're going to get a very good run from this Modern Monarch. And the other horse in the race that to make up the superfecta would be the 6, Miniola. Shaheem Gordon claiming 4 kilos here for Jason DaCosta. Had one good run at 7.5 furlongs when finishing 2nd by 3 3/4 lengths to No Apology. 2 poor starts since, last time out 5th by 9 3/4 lengths to stablemate StarQuest. Probably took a backseat to StarQuest in that event. Now comes here, the figure 8 is off and taking off 4 kilos. Busy at the exercise, expecting a better run here from this Miniola. But as I said, it looks like Bubbling Warrior is the horse they're going to all have to beat, and keep an eye out on this Modern Monarch. And the ninth and final, 3-year-olds and up, overnight allowance, big field of 13. They go 5 furlongs straight. So I'm boiling this race down to 4. They're going to be the 4, Atlantic Convoy, the 7, Prince Aman, the 8, Sensational Move, and the 10, Money Market. Okay, the 4, Atlantic Convoy. Radish Roman now gets the ride here for Patrick Lynch. Patrick Lynch has some live horses on this program. So this Atlantic Convoy, closing out the show, I think is coming to put out his all. Last time out, got hooked up with blue vinyl in the early stages, going 9 furlongs and 25 yards. That's a stretch out of his best distance. Now come back over the 5 straight. Last time over the 5 straight was 6 by 4 lengths to Shokomo and Prince Aman. But on the 9th of February was second by a length and 3/4 to Bootylicious in 58 and 4. Had blue vinyl behind in that race, and Atlantic Convoy broke very slow out of the gates. A reproduction of that effort would see Atlantic Convoy ramping this event. Okay, so that's my top choice in this race. It's definitely going to be Atlantic Convoy. The 7 is going to be Prince Aman. Ryan Lewis riding here for Jason DaCosta. Has run 3 good races since being claimed from Anthony Nunes. After claim in our overnight allowance, non-winners of our overnight race, going 5 straight, was second by a length to Kem. Kem recently came back and won very impressively the class above this. Prince Aman's next start, 5 furlongs straight, was second by 2 lengths to Shokomo. And his last start was at 7 furlongs when staying on to finish third by 2 lengths to Immeasurable Joy. So this Prince Aman has the running of this class, loves the 5 furlongs straight, is in top form right now, and once again I think is in a good position to fight this race out. The 8, Sensational Move, has some back class here, but definitely has his issues. Coming out of 1.5 million claimers, his last 2 starts, winning impressively there, so stepping back up to overnight allowance. Capable amongst these. His last run over the 5 furlong straight was a win the last time out, beating Rani Bangala. So weak company comparing to this. Does have a win over the straight, I think, back when he was in his top form. Did beat Desert of, he's the first horse to beat Desert of Malibu, and that was over the 5 furlong straight. But Desert of Malibu came out awkwardly at the start and left behind the field. This Sensational Move, putting every foot right, and his issues don't act up, should have a say of fighting this race out. And the 10, ultra consistent Money Market. Paul Francis riding here for Gary Subrati. Ultra consistent, 4 consecutive seconds. Last time was second by a length and a half to California Crown, who's gone up to Allowance Company. Before that, over the straight was second by a length to Fearless Soul, was caught napping late. Before that was second by 3 lengths to Unbelievable Force, having Gurvana behind. And before that, over the straight was second by a length and a quarter to Champion Bubbler, who went up in class and won. So Money Market coming here with some good credentials. Loves the straight 5. Change of rider now, gets back Paul Francis. Drawn 10 on the outside. Should definitely fight it out. But as I said, my top choice is going to be Atlantic Convoy. Okay, guys, that's it for this week's race card. I had to rush to really get this one done because this farm came out very, very late. And when I saw it, it was extremely late. So I had to rush to do it. So I hope I didn't leave any stone unturned. So I hope we all have some luck. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. And as always, stay safe.